So this Grace Center is really cool. Who exactly are you targeting it towards?
Yeah, we're trying to reach vulnerable youth in Sacramento. We're trying to reach trafficking survivors and what we would call urban youth. So young people that are living in the city. Specifically for the Grace City Center, we're focusing on the 95815 area code or zip code. And knowing that a lot of young people in this community are vulnerable, they're coming out of desperate situations. Oftentimes, maybe a dad's not in the picture. And sometimes people don't realize that it's all of those social issues that contribute to an issue like human trafficking. And so we want to target the Grace City Center towards trafficking survivors and urban youth.
Okay, and in targeting these urban youth, it helps prevent human trafficking, is that right?
Yes, yeah, certainly. We want Grace City to be a place where we are preventing trafficking. We're doing prevention, intervention, and restoration. So a centralized resource hub for youth in the community, but also a place where first responders like law enforcement or social workers can come, be trained and resourced on how to identify trafficking and respond to human trafficking victims.
Okay, so I know I've heard about safe houses before. How does the Grace Network differ?
Yeah, the Grace City Center is different from a safe house because a safe house typically is a 6-bed facility. And that 6-bed facility is going to be at capacity the majority of the time. And so the question has to be asked when it comes to human trafficking, what do you do with the dozens, the hundreds, if not the thousands of young people that are vulnerable to trafficking or caught in trafficking when the safe houses are full? So I think we need a creative solution and we need a creative response. So the Grace Network's resource network in tandem with the Grace City Center, where young people's needs can be assessed, we can then match them to partnerships in the community spanning California where there's dozens of shelters, safe houses, transitional living programs, and safe families that we can connect them to. So instead of just serving 6 youth on an annual basis, there's the opportunity to reach hundreds of young people in our city.
Wow. Okay, so we're sitting right here in the Grace City Center. Explain to us what's around us here.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're excited to get it back open to the community. The 6 areas of focus are an event venue, a creative space, a resource hub, a recording studio, computer lab, and learning center geared towards trafficking survivors and urban youth. We also have a commercial kitchen where we can prepare breakfast and lunch. We have shower facilities, bathroom facilities, just a lot of sweet stuff that's centralized where a young person can access it in one location rather than being spread throughout the entire city.
So basically, if I were an at-risk youth or a trafficking victim, I could just come here and receive help right now.
You could step through the doors, build a relationship with one of our advocates that could help assess some of your situation and your needs, and then we can build a plan of action how we're going to respond to and meet some of those needs.
Wow. So one thing I thought was really interesting while I was here was the recording studio. Explain your choice to put that here.
Yeah, recording studio, music is important to the urban context. The urban youth, like I grew up in the city of Sacramento, I also grew up in Vacaville, very diverse town. And music and hip-hop and dance and creative expression, artistic expression, I believe is important to the urban core, urban context. And so the idea for the recording studio is, if a young person has been traumatized or they've experienced pain or suffering in this life, they need an outlet to express some of those things. And often, if you listen to music, music often is about triumph over tragedy. And so we're trying to take young person's tragedy and turn it into triumph, so a recording studio provides that creative outlet where young people can come in, spit a rap, write poetry, sing, play an instrument, make beats, whatever it is. We just want to provide that creative medium for somebody to express some of the trauma and the pains that they've experienced in this life.
Wow, that sounds cool.
Yeah, I'm getting pumped up just talking about it.
Okay, so one final question. The Grace City Center is here, but it's not quite done yet. What needs to be done so it's ready?
Yeah, every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we're having a work day here. The address is 701 Dixie Ann Avenue, and people can pop in for 1 hour or the entire day. We're landscaping, we're redesigning, we're painting, we're organizing, we're cleaning, we're building out all the different components of the center. So we're trying to rally the city, churches, businesses, foundations, individuals, trying to rally everybody to partner with us and invest with us in getting this center open right in the heart of Old North Sacramento so that we can reach trafficking survivors and urban youth.
Wow. So for all the people watching this on their computers, what can they do to get involved with the Grace City Center?
Yeah, I would say first thing, go to thegracenetwork.org. It's GRACE, thegracenetwork.org. There's multiple ways on there that you can join the fight. You can donate, you can volunteer, you can fill out a network registration, you can watch our videos. There's content on there related to trafficking in Sacramento. There's a ton of opportunity on there. Go to thegracenetwork.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook, facebook.com/thegracenetwork. You can also talk to this young lady, Philothea, and her team, and the Run for Freedom coming up at Maidu Community Park in Roseville on March 14th. And yeah, there's a ton of ways to get involved, and we would encourage everybody to do so.
All right, this is Chris Stama, the director for the Grace Network. Thanks so much for talking.
Thanks, Philothea.